Okay, so I noticed I've completed filling in all the little shapes that I need, the reds, indicating the major elements and how they relate in space. So now what I'm going to do is create some dimensions. So here I've got a folder that I've created named dims. And within there, I'm going to start putting in the dimension notes in here. I've got my text tool. I'm going to use Helvetica, generic, regular, 14 pixels, red. Red's the key there. We know that this is 1,000 pixels, so we'll just make sure that that's indicated, and which also coincides with 100%. Use my move tool here to put that in position. But throughout the rest of these, I need to do some measuring. And some of these now, again, if I use the grid, which I will show here, and I certainly did, then most of these elements will be easy enough to measure just based off of the grid. Now right here, this place to here, I know is 20. Same here, actually same here. So I'll just start from the easiest dimension right there is 20. I'm going to go ahead and just type 20 pixel, px, and I can place that first 20 right there. Now one of these things you can go through here in any system, or any relation, and again 20 pixels, there's 20 pixels here, 20 pixels is used here, so I'll just keep duplicating that. 20 pixels is used over here on the other side, and so on and so forth. So you can get a little theme here. Again, if you've been using the whole process completely, a lot of these measurements should be, and absolutely want to be consistent. So as you go through here, you just keep placing those. Now, of course, we have to go vertical also. So I'm going to select this first, another one of these 20s, which was up here. I'll move that up there, but I need to make sure that that's a vertical measurement. So edit free transform. In the option bar, I can change that to -90, which will then rotate it counterclockwise, and I can position that 20 now in there, and that will tell the developer that's 20 pixels that way. And I can do the very same, duplicate that, and start doing all my vertical measurements. And again, wherever that 20 is involved, I place a 20. Now, if the measurement's more than 20, like in this case, I have to find out what that measurement is. If I need to and I don't or otherwise difficult to read it off the grid, I can actually take a selection, my selection tool, and I can just stretch it across here and get a 50. Well, that's a measurement of 50. All right. I'm going to deselect that, deselect, and I can again just grab one of my 20s there, move that over, and then change that to a 50, obviously, and then again I can go use that effectively. So I can go throughout this whole thing here and keep adding another number I know. I can duplicate that, and I can move that down here and change that number. That's 800 pixels, I know for that. So change that to 800, and of course then change that to 80%. One other item here, one more here, I can change that to a specific dimension here. It's 33%. I'll just move that right in there like that. And so on and so forth. So as this builds and builds and builds, more dimensions, more concerns. Again, anytime anything is duplicated and or otherwise similar measurement, you can just copy it, copy it, copy it. So throughout the whole process, make sure you're getting all the little bits and pieces. And that should be that. Make sure you're saving, of course, along the way. All right.